Hello and welcome. You're watching Express News. In the next half an hour, we'll get you all the latest news and updates. My name is Abhishek Mahajan. We'll start with our top story. Preparations are in full swing for sixth phase of Lok Sabha elections scheduled on May 25th in 58 constituencies spread over 6 states and union territories. The campaigning for the sixth phase ended on Thursday. A total of 889 candidates are in the fray. Polling will also be conducted in Jammu and Kashmir's Anantnag Rajouri constituency. Polling parties are being dispatched with electronic voting machines to voting centres. Security preparations have also been made for the smooth conduct of polls. BJP leader and Prime Minister Narendra Modi held a rally at Nahan in Himachal Pradesh in support of the party's candidate on the Shimla seat, Suresh Kashyap. Addressing his rally in Shimla, he said that India fights its own battles and no longer begs from the world. BJP leader and Home Minister Amit Shah held a public rally at Madhupur in Jharkhand and Ara in Bihar. Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath held a rally in Maharajganj. He also campaigned in Deoria and Gorakhpur in Uttar Pradesh. Sachin Pilot of the Congress held a public meeting in Punjab's Anandpur Sahib. Bahujan Samaj Party Chief Mayawati also addressed an election rally in the state of Punjab. Rashtriya Janata Dal's Tejasvi Yadav attended and addressed the public meeting in Deogarh, Jharkhand. India's National Security Advisor G. Doval presented President's medals for the gallantry to the Border Security Force personnel in New Delhi today. Addressing the event, he said that India has seen an unprecedented rate of change over a decade in its military as well as economic prowess. A major blast occurred in a chemical factory at the Mumbai's Dombivli on Thursday. The incident claimed at least 8 lives and 58 people have been hospitalized. At least 7 people died and over 20 injured after a minibus collided with a truck on the Delhi-Jammu National Highway. The victims were rushed to the civil hospital in the city of Ambala. 60 Indian nationals who were stranded in Cambodia to fraudulent employers have now safely returned home. Delhi court on Friday granted 4 days judicial custody of Bibhav Kumar till May 28th. He is the personal assistant and a close aide of Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal. India's Chief of Army Staff General Manoj Pandey attended the National Defence Academy Spring Term 2024 passing out. Addressing the cadets, General Manoj Pandey expressed his honour at addressing the cadets on such a significant occasion, which he said would remain a proud memory for them. Indian Navy ships INS Delhi, INS Shakti and INS Kilton completed their visit to Manila, Philippines as part of the operational deployment of the Indian Navy's Eastern Fleet to the South China Sea. The visit demonstrated India's strong ties with the Philippines and its commitment to further deepen the partnership. Smartphones have become India's 4th largest export item with a 42% growth to $15.6 billion in 2024. Data from the Commerce Department revealed that the surge was propelled by 158% rise in shipments to the US, the UAE, the Netherlands and the UK. The Indian markets ended red on Friday. Sensex declined 7.6 points to settle at 75,410.39. Nifty dropped 10.55 points to close at 22,957.10. Indian rupee rises 19 paisa to settle at 83.10 against the US dollar. Gold future maturing on 5th June stood at 71,560 rupees per 10 grams on Multi Commodity Exchange of India Limited. Silver futures maturing on 5th July stood at 91,135 rupees per kg on the MCX. strong economic data led to concerns about prolonged tight monetary policies, causing US stocks to finish significantly lower on Thursday. The Dow Jones Industrial Average declined by 1.53%, S&P 500 dropped 0.74%, and the Nasdaq Composite decreased by 0.39%. MSCI's broadest index of Asia-Pacific shares, excluding Japan, fell by 1%, ending its 4-week upward trend. At least 100 people are feared dead in a massive landslide that occurred in a remote village of Papua New Guinea early Friday morning. The incident that happened 600 kilometers north of the capital, Port Moresby, razed homes, gardens and everything else to the ground. A search and rescue operation is underway. According to India's Met Department, severe heatwave conditions are expected to continue over Rajasthan, Punjab, Haryana, Delhi and Uttar Pradesh for a few more days. Weather officials have issued an orange alert for 8 districts in southern state of Kerala as heavy rains pounded the state. The Met Department has also predicted heavy rainfall in northeastern states of Nagaland, Manipur, Mizoram and Tripura on Sunday. A low-pressure area over the Bay of Bengal is expected to intensify into a cyclonic storm named Remal, with heavy rainfall warnings issued. The cyclonic storm is forecast to reach near Bangladesh and adjoining West Bengal coast by 26th May. Record flooding in Brazil has killed 163 people, with the death toll expected to increase. Over 600,000 people have been displaced by the massive floods. According to the officials, 4 people were reported dead and 36 were injured due to the deadly storms in Greenfield, Iowa. Mexico to experience hotter temperatures for the coming days. The deadly heat wave in Mexico have killed 22 people across multiple states over recent weeks. The Israeli military on Friday said that it recovered the bodies of 3 hostages taken into the Gaza Strip by Hamas militants on October 7th last year. The bodies were recovered in a special Israeli military operation that was carried out in Jabalia in northern Gaza, where there has been a lot of fighting in recent days. The International Court of Justice on Friday ordered Israel to halt its Rafah operation in Gaza. US House Speaker Mike Johnson announced on Thursday that Israeli PM Netanyahu will address a joint meeting of the Congress amidst increased tensions with US President over the Gaza conflict. US President Joe Biden on Thursday said that the United States does not recognize the jurisdiction of the International Criminal Court after a prosecutor requested an arrest warrant against Israel's PM over the conflict. Clashes between police and protesters at the University of California at Los Angeles broke out on Thursday amidst the conflict in Gaza. A Russian delegation held a meeting with North Korean officials in Pyongyang on Friday. The two countries discussed parliamentary exchange and cooperation between Russia and North Korea. Russia's President Vladimir Putin met Belarusian President Alexander Lukashenko in Minsk on Thursday. The leaders will hold wide-ranging talks on Friday. China continued its drills to test their ability to seize power and control key areas, which it says were launched to punish Taiwan's President Lai Ching-te. Taiwan's defense forces in response deployed F-16 fighter jets, a mobile air defense system and a surveillance drone to monitor and shadow China's drills around the island. 2 people were killed in a Ukrainian missile strike on Thursday. The missile hit an unoccupied structure along the southern coast of the Crimean Peninsula. US President Joe Biden, during Kenyan President William Ruto's visit to the US, pledged a new era of partnership on technology, security and debt relief. UK's Prime Minister Rishi Sunak held his first full day of election campaign in Scotland on Thursday ahead of the general election on 4th July. Labour leader Keir Starmer also visited Scotland to promote his plan for a publicly owned green electricity generator. G7 finance chiefs began a two-day meeting in Italy on Friday. The G7 countries are seeking a common front on the need to provide a loan to Ukraine and oppose China's unfair industrial policies. Chad's newly elected president, Muhammad Idris Deby, was sworn in to succeed his late father on Thursday. Deby served 3 years as an interim leader under military rule. More than 2,000 unionized workers from Samsung Electronics held a rare rally demanding the tech giant for fair wages in South Korean capital Seoul on Friday. At least 14 people were killed and 3 injured after a fire broke out in a residential area in Vietnam's capital Hanoi on Friday. Investigation is underway. At least 4 people were killed and 16 were injured after a 2-story building collapsed in Spain's Balearic Islands on Thursday. Nearly 1,600 military personnel placed small flags near the headstones of thousands of fallen service members at Arlington National Cemetery on Thursday ahead of the U.S. Memorial Day on May 27th. Warm and humid springs caused by climate change has made roses in Bulgaria to bloom a month earlier this year. One of the top producers of the fragrant rose oil globally, Bulgaria produces 2 to 3.5 tons of rose oil annually. More than 30 types of mangoes from different parts of India were exhibited in an event in the northern city of Lucknow in Uttar Pradesh. UNESCO has officiated traditional water resources management system Subak in Indonesian province Bali as a model for eco-hydrology implementation. The sustainable approach to agriculture is one of Bali's local wisdom has been practiced in the region for thousands of years. A Vietnamese veteran in Hoi An City has been diligently collecting trash for the past 8 years to protect the environment. His actions have inspired the community to join his efforts. A pair of premium melons from Yubari City in northern Japan fetched about $19,000 in the first auction of the year on Friday. About 1,700 Yubari melons went under the hammer in the auction at a wholesale market in Hokkaido Prefecture. Turkey has started new archaeological excavation efforts in its ancient city of Dara. More than 10,000 archaeological remains were unearthed during the excavation. Singer Dame Shirley Bassey is selling her old expensive jewelry and watches in an auction. She is known for her song Diamonds Are Forever in the James Bond film of the same name. More than 80 items of the Welsh singer are going up for auction at Sotheby's Fine Jewels sale in Paris for charity on the 10th of October later this year. The famous Argentine comic character Mafalda arrived at the El Dorado International Airport in Bogota on Thursday to mark 60 years since her creation. The 14 sculptures at the airport will be auctioned to support Colombia's national police families, widows and orphans. Varanasi's wooden lacquerware and toys have received the geographical indication tag. The products are exported to many countries including France, Japan, Canada and the US. Wooden toy industry flourished with 40 crore annual turnover, employing many and enriching homes with beautiful indigenous toys. Indian startup Styla is set to launch soothing towel, quilts and pillows which make users feel close to Mother Earth and nature. It will also lead to health benefits to the individual. In Sri Lanka, a large number of devotees flocked to Buddhist temples for Vesak on Thursday to participate in religious ceremonies despite adverse weather conditions. Pop icon Cher and Demi Moore decamped to Antibes on Thursday for a glamorous fundraiser for AIDS research organized by AMFA. Honking the Next Generation's report by WHO and Stop, a global tobacco industry watchdog, highlights how the tobacco and nicotine industry design products, implements marketing campaigns to addict the world's youth. King Charles met 2024 Prince Trust awardees at Buckingham Palace on Wednesday. The award honored those who overcome mental and educational struggle. Indian short film Sunflowers were the first ones to know back the first prize of La Cine for Best Shot of the 77th Cannes Film Festival on Thursday. After its premiere at this year's Cannes Film Festival, classic 1976 Indian film Manthan, directed by Shyam Benegal, is set for a theatrical re-release in India next month. Indian film All We Imagine as Light, directed by Payal Kapadia, received an 8-minute standing ovation at the Cannes Film Festival. This is the first Indian film in the Cannes competition in 30 years. Cast and director of French film Beating Hearts walked the red carpet for his premiere at the Cannes Film Festival on Thursday. Indian filmmaker Rohit Shetty has wrapped up the Kashmir schedule of his upcoming cop drama film Singham Again. The film will release in theatres in August this year. Netflix has shared a teaser for the 4th season of fantasy drama series The Witcher. Actor Liam Hemsworth replaces Henry Cavill as the lead in the series. Australian heartthrob Chris Hemsworth was honoured with a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. On Thursday, he is best known for playing Thor in the Marvel franchise films. The latest Star Wars show, called The Acolyte, had its red carpet launch on Thursday. The Acolyte begins streaming on the 4th of June this year. American singer-songwriter Lana Del Rey was honoured at the Ivor Novello Songwriting Awards in London on Thursday. The song Stress was honoured for her career and influence. Trailer for Canadian pop singer Celine Dion's documentary titled I Am Celine Dion has been released. The documentary depicts her battle with a rare neurological illness and will stream globally from 25th of June. Unseeded record 14-time French Open winner Rafael Nadal was handed a tough French Open round draw against Alexander Zverev on Thursday. Novak Djokovic, who is yet to win a trophy in 2024, will begin his campaign against French wildcard Pide Hughes Herbert. In women's singles, defending champion Iga Swiatek will begin her quest for 4th title as she is slated to face qualifier or lucky lose at Roland Garros. India's Sumit Nagal will be the first Indian man to feature in the main draw of Roland Garros since Prajnesh Guneshwaran in 2019. He will face world number 18 Karen Khachanov in round 1. India's PV Sindhu made a significant progress towards securing the title for Malaysia Masters by advancing to the semi-finals on Friday. The United States of America pulls off a second successive shock win against Bangladesh to clinch the 3-match T20I series on Thursday. France striker Olivier Giroud intends to retire from international football after next month's European Championship. La Liga club Barcelona have sacked their manager Xavi Hernandez on Friday, 4 weeks after confirming him in the job for the 2024-25 campaign. Premier League champions Manchester City will look to defend their FA Cup crown when they take on city rivals Manchester United in a high-value title clash in the FA Cup final in Wembley in London on Saturday. Mayor of Louisville, Kentucky, Craig Greenberg, said on Thursday they have released 2 videos of the moment golfer Scottie Scheffler was arrested at the gates of the PGA Championship last Friday. All right, that's all we have in this edition of Express News. You stay tuned for more news and updates. Namaskar.